Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Lauren and I'm a senior nursing major at Troy University in my fourth semester of nursing school. And today I just wanted to give a few tips on how I get the most out of my clinical experiences. I had a clinical this morning, and so I thought this would be the perfect time to film a video like this. I think that the first few semesters I really didn't get a lot out of it, and I will explain that a little bit later. But I just want everybody to be able to get as much as they possibly can, and that is what I'm going to be telling y'all about today. My first tip is to make sure that you are prepared when you go. So I like to sit down the night before and get all of my paperwork together so I know I'm going to have everything the next morning, or if I have an evening clinical, I will try to do it that morning. I've only had one day ever, and so I did it that morning, but just making sure I have all of my stuff together, that way I'm not stressing or I don't feel rushed. I did have I actually had a few other evening clinicals, and I would wake up that morning and get them together. One day I had everything printed out, my whole stack of papers. I walked out the door and left it on the arm of the chair as I was walking out the door. So that was very nerve-wracking for me, but one of my friends who went had extras of everything. So she gave me her extra copies, which really saved the day. And I was able to do all of the things that I needed to get done. So super grateful for her. I got halfway there and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have my paperwork. It is sitting in the living room. And when we got back, there it was. But being prepared, extra copies, it's so crazy how many times your classmates will forget things. Mine was simple. I literally had every single piece of paper that I needed and I walked right out without it. I've had to give like attendance forms for people just because I had an extra and they forgot to bring it and they were running late, and things just, they slip your mind whenever you're rushed or you're getting up early or you're staying up really late. And so I truly don't mind doing that. It's kind of like a I help you, you help me kind of thing, and we all just try to have each other's backs. Going off of the being prepared, make sure you have all the supplies that you're going to need. We have pen lights, bandage scissors, and stethoscopes with our uniforms and our name badges. So make sure that you have everything you need. Most facilities are going to have masks when you get there. If you don't want to wear your own mask, make sure that you have your PPE that they have provided for us to wear. So we do have procedure masks, we have N95 masks, and we have eye goggles. Or like the safety glass type thing. So we bring those, and I bring a pen, pencil, paper clip, and extra paper with my clipboard and all my paperwork. And that way I have it all there, right there together, and that is how I make sure I'm prepared. I make sure I have everything. I check my little zip up thing that has my stethoscope in it. It's this right here, and it just, when you open it, it has all of my stuff. This is like a pocket pal. It helps, like if you stick a pen in your pocket and it still has the ink on it. And then it has bandage scissors. I have my own bandage scissors, pen lights, my badge, and then my stethoscope. So I just leave all of that in there. It has a spot on the back where you can put your information in case you lose it. This has my phone number in case I lose it. And then I just use this storage clipboard. It's from Amazon, like $10 to $15. It's my second one because my first one was broken. I love that one. I love being able to keep everything in it, and it's easy to write on, easy to work with, and for the most part, it's pretty heavy duty. I do drop it a lot, but the reason that it broke last time was because it was dropped. Okay, my next tip is to allow yourself to have extra time to get there. That way you're not super frazzled when you get there, or if you're late, then you get stuck with the last assignment and you don't make any instructor upset. Just, making sure that you have plenty of time to get there, and if you aren't prepared when you get there, then you have time to get there and, you know, prepare yourself, get everything together, especially if you have paperwork that you're going to be turning in. I like to get there early, get all my paperwork together. Hey, this is what I'm turning in to you, and have all my stuff ready to go for what I'm going to be using that day. My next tip is to be eager to do the skills. Even if you're likely going to miss an IV stick, or you're not sure how to do it, or you need somebody to walk you through it, be eager to do that. And I get super excited because I love doing skills and I love to try doing skills, but I'm not always super confident going in. My patients don't know that, but I do like to go in and be eager to do skills. And I like to say, hey, I want to do this skill. One time I had a patient who had just got a colostomy placed and needed a stool sample. And so obviously that's not super fun. Not a lot of people are going to be like, oh, can I please do that? But one day I'm going to have to get those. And so at least some point. And so I was like, I asked my nurse, can I please get that? And she was like, her exact words were, be my guest. Knowing how to work with a colostomy bag, because they're different, just things like that really help to set you apart. But going off of that, it's also super important that you're eager to watch and learn as well. So doing is a lot of fun, and you get to say like, oh, I got to do this skill, I got to do all of this, but watching people do stuff, watching ultrasounds, watching central lines be started, watching midlines be started, things like that are also really beneficial, and it kind of helps you learn the body as well. But not everything is meant for you to do, and a lot of times, even like hanging meds, sometimes it's really crucial that it gets hung quickly, so I know that I'm not going to be able to do everything, because if you have a critical patient, they're going to need to get that in them very quickly. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I'm not quick with that. Spiking the bag is really hard to me for no reason at all. And so things like that need to be done quickly. And so unless it's not super time sensitive, which most of the time it is, then I will ask to do it. But watching and seeing how they do it is also just as important as doing it. Now, I think that doing is way more fun than watching, but I have gotten to see like an ultrasound looking for DVTs, and it was really cool whenever I watched through all of it and I actually got to see that there was one. And that is something that, had I not gone in the room when a different person was in there, then I would have never saw it, just because that's not in my nursing. That wasn't what my nurse was doing. Another tip is going to be to do your paperwork fairly quickly after clinical. I know that paperwork is terrible and nobody likes to do it, but I feel like I'm able to do my paperwork better, and I'm able to get better information on it if I do it quickly after I had the experience. I do have a pretty good memory, but not always. 4 days later, am I going to remember exactly what happened or all of the things that we did? I'm going to start to forget them. So if I go home and get my rest and maybe start my paperwork or start on my paperwork the next day, then I'm going to have it fresh on my mind, everything I did, my assessment findings on my patient. If you didn't write that down and you were just going to do it off your brain, then off the top of your brain, then you're not going to know what all to put down, and then you're going to have maybe some findings are going to start, overlapping, and then you're not going to have everything lining up correctly. My very last tip today is going to be to enjoy the moment, take it all in, use it to better every single skill, whether it be your listening skills, your watching and learning skills, whether it be your communication skills, no matter what. Just try to make sure that you focus on something. And something my dad tells me every day that I'm going to clinical is learn something. And I make it my goal every day to learn one new thing, whether it be a lab value or why this disease results in this symptom. So just try to learn something every day. use it to the best of your ability and just kind of have fun. That's the clinical experiences are the fun part of nursing school, in my opinion. So don't be so tensed up, just relax, have fun, enjoy it, but also learn something. Alrighty, that is going to wrap up this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you will, go ahead and like this video and comment down below, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to, you can hit the gray bell next to the subscribe button so that every time I post a new video, you will be notified. I am super overwhelmed this semester, but we are making it through. So thank y'all so much for watching again, and I will see y'all next week.